Hey guys, Bart from TST Industries here. In this video, we're going to show you the installation of the TechSpec Gripster tank grips on a 2015 and up Yamaha R3. This particular kit comes with side tank grips that adhere to this area on the tank, and also a center tank protector that adheres here in the center of the tank, protects your tank against belt buckles and zippers, and also provides additional grip in that area. This is a very simple installation, so let's begin. So for a proper installation, the first thing that we need to do is clean off the area. We'll use some denatured alcohol. And we'll clean off the area that the tank grip is going to be adhered to, which is down here in this area below this crease. So I'll make sure to get all the grease off of the tank and then allow adequate time to have the denatured alcohol evaporate. In the meantime, we can start prepping the pad to go on the tank. We'll open the TechSpec packaging. We'll need to identify which pad is for which side of the bike. I believe this is the left side. I'll try that out right now. And just to confirm, I'll test this one out, and there's really no way of placing this one on there. So this pad will be the first pad we will be focusing on. So at this point, we'll grab the masking tape and the pad, go over to the bike, and create a template to follow while adhering this pad to the tank. First, we'll pick a nice location for this pad. And I think for me, this is pretty good right here. I'll just lock the pad in place in the location that I've chosen. Just make sure that it's an equal space here on the bottom of the pad to the bottom of the tank. Now, while this tape holds the pad on temporarily, I'll create an outline here in the front vertex. And that will give me a nice guide of where to stick this to after I peel off the masking from the back. I'll do that in two places to have a nice guide. So now I can remove this extra tape, remove the pad off the tank, and proceed to prepping the pad for adhesion. So at this point, we will take some time to heat up the rubber material of the pad here. With a heat gun on low, we'll circulate the heat gun over the surface of the tank grip and make sure not to dwell in one place. We don't want to overheat the rubber or the adhesive. The idea here is to heat up the rubber slightly to make it more pliable. Once the rubber becomes pliable, it will conform to the curvature of the tank a little bit better than when it's cold. Once we achieve the same temperature on the outside and the inside of the pad, and the pad is nicely pliable, we'll take that over to the bike. And we will start the application process. We'll peel one of the corners. The first one that will go down is this corner. So we will peel the masking off the back of this pad, just like this. Keep most of it on, just peel the corner. And now we will align it with a template. Press down on the corner. I'm going to start the adhesion in this place. And now we will peel back on the rest of the adhesive, masking, and we will proceed to rolling on the pad, working from the center out. Making sure that it still conforms to our template. And at this point, what we need to do is make sure that there's enough pressure applied everywhere along the pad to get all the bubbles out from the adhesive. So this can be done via an adhesive roller or simply using a large socket, working from the center out. All right, I think this is good. I'll just peel off the masking tape from our template. And at this point, we can move on to installing the other side of the tank. So following the same procedure as on the left side, I just applied the right side tank grip. And now I'm just about done. I'll peel off the masking. And now I'll move on to applying the center pad. So just as before we start templating anything or the adhesion process, we need to clean off the area that will receive the adhesive really well with denatured alcohol, making sure that all the grease and debris are gone. And now we'll just leave it for a couple minutes to make sure that it evaporates, and we'll proceed to the next step. So now I'll grab the masking tape once again, go over to the bike, template this piece in a position that I'm going to want it to go in. Right about here is where I'm going to go. I'll prep myself a couple pieces of this tape. Once I have it positioned really nicely here in center, I'm going to start working on the template up top. Just going to create a little bit more of a template down here so that I don't lose the relation between these edges and these edges. Alright, now I can peel off the temporary hold in place masking and proceed to prep this pad for adhesion. So now, just like before, with the heat gun on low, I will heat up the rubber. And I think that's enough. So now we can just peel back on this edge up top, get the adhesive exposed, and we can bring this over to the bike. Now I will line up these corners first. Press down on the edge, top edge of this tank pad. Also need to make sure that it aligns with all the other features of the template. It looks like I got it good, real good here. And peel off the rest of the masking. Roll it on, making sure that I'm staying along the template down bottom here. And roll it out from the center out. We use this trick again to apply pressure and roll out any remaining air bubbles, making sure that the adhesive is fixed in place properly. All right, now we could peel off the masking, and this installation is complete. We just need to wait the prescribed 12-hour window for the adhesive curing, and then the bike will be ready to go.